Okay, now that you have your Google Classroom created, you need to know, how do I put content on here? How do I make announcements? How do I share files? How do I create assignments? How do I grade assignments? All these different things that are going on in your head. So you have your kids in your classroom, you're ready to give them an announcement. Okay, so I just want to say, welcome to Miss Watson's third block or Miss Watson's math class or whatever. If you want it to go to one specific class, you don't, just this one class, you don't change anything. If you're going to do the same announcement or assignment for all of your classes, then you click on the for Miss Watson, it'll have your name, choose all of your classes. It's completely up to you how you do that. If you want all of your students, don't change anything. Maybe you have a kid who is absent and you only need to tell this one kid what to do, you can just click on that one kid. Or if you have them grouped specifically in some order, you can choose just those kids, however you need to do it. So I'm going to say, welcome to Miss Watson's class. If I want to add something, maybe I have a newsletter, or maybe I have a welcome video. I've created a screencast introducing myself, telling them who I am, where I'm from, what I like to do, letting them get to know me, building that rapport with my students. Maybe I've created a screencast and that's on YouTube. So you just click on YouTube, you copy and paste that link. You click on file, that will bring up a file that's on your computer. If you have a link, that goes to a website somewhere. Or if you have Google Drive, you have something that's already housed in your Google Drive, you're going to click on Google Drive, it'll have recent first, or you can upload something to your Google Drive, or you can go to your drive and look in your folder for something specific. So let's say I want to give them this digital escape room. Welcome to Miss Watson's class. Here's the digital escape room, and I'm going to post it. If you click on the arrow, you can schedule it. So let's say I already know on the first day of school, I want to do this introductory escape room assignment, whatever. I already have it planned out. I'm going to type it up, schedule it for the first day of school. Bam. I don't have to worry about anything for the first day of school. It's already set up. Maybe I'm working on it and I get interrupted and I have to go somewhere. My kids need me if I'm working at home. The front office needs me if I'm at the school, whatever the case may be. You want to save that draft. Save it. It'll be right here when you come back. But if you're ready to post it, then just go ahead and click post and it is there. Now that's how you just do an announcement. Let's say you want to create an assignment. You're going to click on classwork, second tab at the top. And here you will see I have all of my topics on the left-hand side. So you might decide to separate your stuff by your units. Maybe it's for ELA, maybe you want to have a writing folder and then a grammar folder and then a reading folder. Maybe for science, you want to separate the different biomes, however you want to sort your topics. Maybe you want to have all your mini lessons together, whatever. I have a folder for ELT on all of my classes. That way, whenever they're in ELT, I assign it to those kids. That way I don't have to put them in ELT. Now, if you have kids from someone else's team, that wouldn't work. You'd have to have an ELT, but it's really easy to get kids in and out of that ELT. That's not a big deal. So let's create an assignment. We're going to click create. There are different ones that you can choose. So you want to have your topic, then you would click on topic. And let's say I want to do test. And now that topic is there. So you're going to create. If your topic's already there, then you don't have to create the topic. That's fine. You can reuse a post. You can have material. You can ask a question. This is a great way to get kids collaborating and having a discussion on Google Classroom, on this online platform. So you can have a question that says, what did you think about the test last week? Or how do you feel about what we're working on in class? Let them have that dialogue where they can talk to each other and communicate with each other. Something they don't get to do a lot of in class. Google Classroom gives them that opportunity. Maybe you have a quiz that you want to give them, or maybe it's just an assignment, whichever you need to do. Google Classroom does now weight grades if you choose that option. So if you choose to have your grades weighted and you're pulling your grades from Google Classroom, if you're just doing the grades in Infinite Campus and you don't want to keep up with the grades on here, that's fine. But if you want the kids to see almost all of your grades are on Google Classroom and you want them to see what their grade is most likely around this ballpark area, then you want to separate, this is an assignment, this is a quiz, this is a question, because that will factor in that weight for the grade. If that's not something that you're interested in, that's completely fine. Just create an assignment. You're going to have your title, introduction, escape room. Have your instructions. And then anything over here, your due date. So I want this to be due on Friday. Time is optional. This topic, if I've already created a topic, I can put that there. If you've not created the topic yet, that's fine. You can put that there. If you have a rubric, you can create a rubric, reuse one, or import one that you've created from Sheets. That's completely up to you if you want to have a rubric or not. So then I'm going to add, again, this can be a YouTube link, this can be a file off of your computer, this can be a link going to another website, this can be something from Google Drive. So on Google Drive, I'm going to go to my drive. I'm going to access the digital escape room, put one on there. You can have locked mode on Chromebooks where once they open this, that's the only thing that they can be on. So if you give them a quiz, they can't get on anything else. If you want them to do stuff where they're having to research and that different kind of stuff, don't lock it because they need to utilize the Chromebooks. You can have grade importing where it imports from the assignment and it automatically limits one response per user, collects the email addresses, all of that stuff that you need. Let's say you want the kids to create something. So maybe I want them to show their work or put their answer somewhere or write an essay, whatever. You're going to click Create. Choose what you want them to do. Do you want a doc? Do you want slides where they create a PowerPoint? Do you want sheets where they're plugging in numbers and using formulas, whatever? Do you want them to draw something? Do you want them to create a Google form? What do you want them to do? So, if you have a specific one that's already created, you already have this document, this worksheet, this whatever, you're going to click on Add, go to wherever that is, maybe it's on Google Drive, and here, let's do this Google slide. I've got stuff on here that I want them to work on. Instead of students can view file, you're going to click here and change this to make a copy for each student. So if it says students can view file, maybe you've attached the instructions and all they need to do is see that, then all they can do is see it. They can't do anything to it. Then they would have to do file make a copy, and if they do file make a copy, you no longer have access to their work. So they might have completed the assignment, but because all you did was have where they could view the file, they had to make their own copy. Now you've lost rights to their document and you can't see what they're doing. If you have students can edit the file, that means your master copy that you've given to all of the students, anybody can change. So you want to make sure if this is something you want the students to work on, you've created this worksheet or this project or whatever, you want the students to work on it, you want to make a copy for each student. So now, whenever I click Assign, it's going to automatically send each student their own copy of this assignment. Again, if I click on the little arrow beside assign, I can schedule this. I can discard it altogether if I don't like what I've done and I want to do this. I can save it for later, or I can assign it. So let's say tomorrow I want this to go out at 8 a.m., schedule it. Maybe you're working on it the day before and you want it to schedule to post right before the kids get to your classroom. That way they don't work on it ahead of time. That's a good feature to use, is to just go ahead and schedule that work to be sent out.